Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. And once again, I thank each and every one of you who decides to stay and to come back. And once again, I thank each and every one who decides to donate to my tarot fund through the Buy Me a Coffee button or through my PayPal account. Both ways are great and I really appreciate it. It's not something that I take lightly. And just one thing that I want to say, Yankee Wally apparently has two Patreon accounts, but she's uploading videos only on one of them. So I don't know exactly which one of them is the correct one. Right now I subscribed to both of them, but I asked her and she herself is not exactly, she doesn't exactly know. She's not the one who put those Patreon accounts up, and she doesn't really know how to manage those accounts and why she's limited to only 2 minutes videos. So, well, she's only starting there. Anyway, today's reading is about a rumor. And I saw this rumor first on Instagram, on markle the 2.0. And that account, which I don't know who is the one who puts the post there, but whoever does that just took a Quora post regarding a rumor that Princess Anne took control over Harry's trust funds. And the reason that was given was because of everything that Harry has done. He really damaged the, the way that the UK charities that were funded by those trust funds, or the UK charities that were connected to those trust funds. So he damaged the image of those charities in all of the lies that he told, and with everything that he has done. So Princess Anne took control over the trust funds. Now, I don't know exactly what this is all about, because I tried to look into this information, and what I couldn't find anything in the mainstream media. What I did find was YouTube videos on channels that I will link below, but those channels are generic channels that are called Royal News or UK Media News, and these channels usually use computerized voices and someone that is a small figure of someone that is talking, but usually it is information that is not verified. And only today, Trevor Colt, for example, complained that one of these channels put on a video about him that was not true. So I don't know how much to trust this information, but sometimes those channels and sometimes those rumors do have a grain of truth in it, but please take this with a grain of salt as well. So the first thing that I'm going to do is look on whether or not this rumor is true. What we do know about Harry's trust funds, or Harry's funds, and what Princess Anne is in control of, is the money that Harry inherited from his great-grandmother, the late Queen Mother, Queen Elizabeth. And that money was he inherited in her will, and Princess Anne was the one who was the executioner of the will, and she is responsible for allowing Prince Harry to get that money, and he was supposed to get that money when he's 40. And I understand that Princess Anne managed to delay that to when he is 45 and not 40. So that's information that I know that was verified. But regarding those trust funds, that I'm not sure it's the same money, I'm not sure exactly where this money comes from. So this is a rumor that I'm not sure that where exactly it comes from, and I will link below the Quora post as well, so you will be able to read by yourself and make your own judgment about it. So I'm using the Influence of the Angels Tarot, which is a tarot deck that is very much like Cat Black's tarot decks. If you know Touchstone Tarot, Cat Black uses pictures from the Renaissance and the Middle Ages, and she takes parts of all sorts of pictures and creates an image that looks like the Rider-Waite Tarot. Now, I looked at the booklet that comes with this tarot deck. I don't know how exactly they created these images, but they look very much the same. So the imaging is very much very similar, but they don't write exactly how they do that. On Cat Black's tarot, she gives a list in the end of every sword from what artwork she took it. But here it's not specified, but it looks very much similar, but it is a very beautiful tarot deck. So before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. Okay, so let's clear the deck. Let's start asking. So, did Princess Anne take control over Prince Harry's trust funds? And if she did, then why? And how does it affect Prince Harry? What is going to be the outcome if this control continues? How can he get free from her control, and what will be the outcome of this? So is it true that Princess Anne took control over Princess Harry's trust fund? And if she did, then why? And how does it affect Prince Harry? Can he get freed from this control? And if he can, then how? And what is the outcome if that control continues? And what is the outcome if that if he manages to get freed from that control? Okay, so I'm just cutting the deck. And as you know, Prince Harry did say very bad things about Princess Anne. He tried to well, diminish the importance of the things that she's been doing. As a working royal, he tried to claim that she's been doing those things just for the glory of being the hardest working royal. He tried to accuse her of wanting to be the most well, let's say the most liked royal. I don't think that Princess Anne likes Harry very much. So the first card is a card that tells us whether or not this rumor is even true. And what we're getting here is the Three of Wands. So something in this rumor is true, because the Three of Wands is a card which is a message card, but with a tendency for a yes. Actually, it is a yes card, and it is a card of recognition and of cooperation. So this is a yes card. This is a card that says that Princess Anne has got the recognition and she's got the cooperation in order to get that control. She has got the, let's say, the permission of King Charles. I'm sure that this is not something that she has done by herself. She got the recognition and the cooperation of the royal family. She got the permission of everyone that is connected to do that. Now, I'm not sure exactly which funds are we talking about, because this is probably not the money that he inherited from Queen Elizabeth, the mother. It's probably other funds that we're talking about, because they are speaking about charities and money that goes to charities. So this could be other trust funds that are allocated on Prince Harry's name. Could be funds that come from King Charles or from Queen Elizabeth, the Queen. I don't know exactly from whom, but this is a yes answer, and the answer is that yes, Princess Anne did take control over Prince Harry's trust funds. Now, the second card is the why card. Why did she do that? And the answer is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is a card that speaks about destruction and failure that is known in advance because of acting in the energy of the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is acting feeling threatened, and because of that, acting adhering to what you know, because you feel threatened, and being very defensive. And because you feel you are defensive, you end up in the Five of Pentacles energy. But when we ask why did Princess Anne take control over Harry's trust funds, and we get the Five of Pentacles as an answer, the answer is because they didn't want those trust funds to reach this Five of Pentacles energy. So they took preemptive measures in order for the trust funds not to reach the Five of Pentacles energy. They don't want to reach the destructive and the destruction and failures that they could have reached if they left it to Prince Harry, because Prince Harry is acting threatened. He feels threatened. He's acting out of self-defense all the time. He might have taken funds because he feels because he doesn't have enough money, because he feels that he doesn't have enough money. He might have taken those funds for his own use instead of what it should have been used for, and those trust funds would have been left in destruction and failure. So this was a preemptive measure to prevent the Five of Pentacles to prevent the trust fund to reach this Five of Pentacles energy. That is the reason why Princess Anne had to do that. Now, today, I think that if you watched the Duchess of Sussex or the Royal Grifts videos, they speak about the Archwell and the report that Archwell took out about the money that they raised for charity and all of the things that they have done. But one thing that popped up to everyone was that they say that they raised $13 million for charity and spent $3 million on charitable things. And everybody's asking, okay, so where are those $10 million that you raised for charity? Where did they go? And we all know where those $10 million went. They went on private jets, they went on very expensive jewelry and designer clothes, and this is exactly what the royal family wanted to prevent happening for those trust funds. So they don't want those trust funds to reach the Five of Pentacles energy. They don't want them in destruction and failure, and this is why they had to take this preemptive measure, and Princess Anne took control. Okay, so what is going to be the outcome if Princess Anne? How does this measure that Princess Anne took control over those trust funds is affecting Prince Harry? So how is he affected by this? And what I'm getting here is the Emperor card. The Emperor card is the father card. It's also the card of someone who is very much a decisive person, someone who, this card is not only the father card, this card is also the Princess Anne card, because this is a card of someone who knows how to control the material world. This is someone who is authoritative, someone who has high administrative abilities, someone who knows the work, someone who is very knows how to work with money, knows how to work with everything. So this is like Prince Harry feels like this is like the father that is coming and intervening in his life. This is how he feels. He feels, because this comes right after the Five of Pentacles, he feels that he's being controlled. He feels that he's being, he's being asked to be mature. People are saying, or people are doubting his maturity because he is not mature enough to deal with his own money and his own affairs. So he needs someone that will go in and take care of his affairs. And this card shows that he has problem in expressing his emotions. He has a problem with his father. He has a problem with authoritative figures. So all of this shows how difficult it is for him. And it's like someone authoritative comes into his life and takes control over the things that he thought that he had control over. Someone shows him how things should be done, and it makes him feel very little. So he feels that that his whole abilities and his maturity, everything is being doubted. Okay, so what will be the outcome if this continues? If Princess Anne continues that control in his trust funds? And the outcome will be the Eight of Swords. Now, this is the outcome for Prince Harry, not the outcome for the trust funds. And this is very difficult because the Eight of Swords is a card of bondage and blockages, and it only shows that Prince Harry this is not going to benefit Prince Harry. We see that he feels very small, he feels very little. This is belittling him, and it only makes him feel more blocked, more emotionally blocked. It's not helping him. This is not helping him. I can understand why they're doing this. They are afraid for the money. They are afraid that Harry will take the money for his own use or for his wife's use. But this is only contributing to his mental health difficulties. It's only contributing to his feelings of blockages and shackles, and it is an emotional blockage. And he's unable to see reality as it is. As you can see, usually in the Eight of Swords, we see a woman standing with her eyes closed, but here she's on the ground, but her eyes are closed, and she has those swords in the ground that are limiting her. She's unable to see reality, and because of that, she's unable to cope with reality, and she's unable to act in cold consideration. She's unable to act logically. She's emotionally blocked, and this is a person that feels that betrayed, and this is exactly how Harry keeps on feeling. He feels betrayed by his family. His family took over his own trust funds. He feels betrayed. It will only add on his feelings of betrayal. This is also about secrets that needs to be kept, and it seems like he feels that he did not keep the secrets, or he went out and he lashed out and he told all of the secrets that he should have kept, and this is like the punishment. I can say that I did hear someone speak about a second book and whether or not Harry is blackmailing King Charles with a second book. And that someone, I don't remember where I heard it, but he said that there is no way that you can blackmail someone if there is nothing to blackmail him with, because Prince Harry actually said everything. There is nothing else to say. So it looks, but maybe there are more secrets, I don't know. But it seems like Harry will feel betrayed. He will feel that his family completely blocked him, completely left him to rot, and left him alone and unable to see reality. He won't be able to see that this was a preemptive measure to save those funds and to save those trust funds so that they won't collapse. He won't be able to see that. He will only see the betrayal. He will only see that authoritative figure that comes to control him. He won't be able to see that it was for his own benefit. He won't be able to see that. Okay, so can he get freed from this? Can he regain control over his trust fund? And we get the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card that speaks about being adventurous. And the Queen of Cups it's not a yes and it's not a no. It is a message card. And the message is a woman that is very much someone who can withstand changes, someone that will destroy in order to rebuild, someone who has no fear, someone who breaks conventions. but also someone who is addicted to all sorts of things. So Harry can only break free from his family's, let's say, get that money for himself if he is breaking conventions, only if he is taking things in a different approach, only if he is destroying things. So he will have to take a very difficult measures. He will have to see to get freed from this Eight of Swords in order to see things clearly, in order to be able to be adventurous, to start seeing, to be able to change things, to be able to take the adventurous path, and to destroy whatever he has right now in order to rebuild. So he will have to do that in order to regain control over his trust funds. That is his only way. And I'm not sure that he's able to do that, because he will end up in a very difficult place, and a person that is very much blocked emotionally is unable to be an adventurous person that can work within changes and can break conventions. This is not something that a blocked person can do. So, but let's see what the outcome of all of this will be. And the outcome is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is the reporter. So first of all, it will probably go out to the mainstream media. Someone will pick it up. But this is also a person that is very good in communication, someone who is very good in verbal communication, but also someone who is very slick-tongued, and someone who is knows how to sell himself, knows how to talk, but also knows how to lie. So let's say that the end point will be that it will go out to the media, and Harry will be able to talk himself out of this in a way. So he will be able to find a way to talk himself out of it, maybe not to regain control of his trust fund, but to talk himself out of the shame or out of this Eight of Swords blockage. So he will be able to find a way to regain his, let's say, his dignity, because of the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords is someone that can speak and can talk and can convince people, because he's slick-tongued. So he will be able to regain his dignity. Maybe not the control, but the dignity, yes. Okay, so that's the tarot. And the oracle deck is angel prayers, because I am working with angels now. So the angel prayers is for Princess Anne, and this is advice for Princess Anne. So let's clear the deck and see what the advice is. Advice for Princess Anne, a prayer for Princess Anne. Take time to breathe. This card is so much, so much Princess Anne, because the angels have seen that Princess Anne has been rushing around with her chores and hectic schedule, and they see the toll it's been taking on her inner peace. They are encouraging her to take some time out and breathe. It is so important for her well-being that she gets some rest and allow her energy to catch up with her physical being. When she has too much going on at once and rush around, she gets less done. So she needs to slow down her pace, take her time, breathe deeply, enjoy the air around, and complete her tasks. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, share the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.